Hi everyone, Nick here from Code with Grace, and I wanted to show you a little bit at a high level of the way that Git version control works, what it's all about, and then I'll run through a simple example for you. Okay, now this is like an end. I'll show you the end to end, and it's tricky and it takes time to get it, but I will show you. So at least you've got it at a high level some of the key concepts of what we're doing. So what is Git? Git is about as a version control systems and version control software that you can have on your computer. So in the same way, if you're playing a computer game and you get past a baddie and you want to save the state of the game as it was then, just in case you want to go on to a higher level and you want to be able to go back to after you beat that particular baddie, you're saving like versions of that game. You're saving different points in that game. And it's the same way when you're creating code. You can save the state of the files that you have at a certain point in time when you're happy with it. You can have like a log of those changes. So if anything happens, you can go back to a time when everything was working fine, you were happy with it. So it's all about that. It's really important in software development, and it's really good practice to do. Okay, so here it is at a high level. So I'll have my folder, which I'm going to call my working directory. Sorry, I'm writing this with a mouse, WD. And within my folder, I have some files. Let's say I've only got 2 files. Now, one of these files is Excel, and I don't want to track it. But another one is actually, say, a text file that I may want to track. So what I do is I can git init. So git init tells the Git software, hey, I want to be tracking this particular folder and these files. And then you can actually, there's another command which is git add. So I want to add this particular text file to Git to monitor and track the changes of that file. So I'm typing away, I'm making my changes to the file. Then when I'm happy, I can do what's a commit. Oh gosh, this is awful. This looks ugly. Anyway, I can do a commit, which is really, in terms of my computer game analogy, that's saving the state of the game. So saving the state of the text files. And here it is. And this is all locally. So what I'll be able to see is I'll be able to see the logs. I'll be able to see the different versions of my files at different points in time. Once I've done different commits at different stages, I can go back to the past, by choosing to commit. But if I'm happy with the work that I've done and I want to store it not just on my computer, but I want to push it up to the cloud, so I want to share it with other people, or I want to display it to potential employers, or I want to have a copy of it just in case my computer breaks, then what I do is a git push to GitHub, sorry, writing with a mouse, to GitHub. And GitHub is like an readily online version of my files that we stored. So if my computer breaks, or anyone in the world wants to look at it, it's there in GitHub. So this is the high level of what we're trying to do. So let me give you a very quick example. Let's say, okay, so I'm in this particular location, okay, and I'm going to initialize this as, let's say I want to make a directory. I'm going to call it git test. And then I'm going to cd into that directory. Yep, okay. And now I want to initialize that git init. So I'm telling Git, hey, I want you to be looking at all the changes in this particular file, okay? So I can then go git status to find out what's actually going on, and it says, okay, there's nothing to commit because I haven't done anything. You can also see the commands there, git add to start tracking files. Like that's this. This is actually quite helpful. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to create my things, a text file called my things. Okay, And that's now, again, we can ls to see it, and that's there. Now I'm going to use Adam to open up my things. And when Adam does it, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Okay, so this is like things I like. Basketball. Surfing. And I'll save that and close it. Now I'll try git status. Okay, so then we can see that there's a red my thing. Something's changed of my things there. So we can git add the file to be able to keep it under conversion control. So let's do that. Let's go git add mythings.txt. There we are. It's green. So that's being tracked now. Okay. So I can commit that. So here's where we are. We've initialized, and we've added the file. We've made some changes, and I'm going to go git commit, and you always have a message, and it can be something like initial commit. Okay, and then git status again. Okay, so nothing's there to commit. Okay, so it's aware of those changes. Okay, so then maybe we go the whole way there that we oh no, okay. Why don't we make some changes? Okay, why don't we actually open up my things again, and I'll make a change. There's things I like: basketball, surfing. Actually, I like skateboarding too. Okay, so I've never actually grown up. Okay, so git status. Okay, there's been a change because I've entered a new line there. So it's said, okay, there's a new change, and you'll be able to see as well that there is that change of that one line. So let's just go, okay, we're happy with that. We wanted to do a git commit and a nice message. Forgot about skateboarding. So that's my message. Okay. Oh, sorry. Made a mistake. I've got to git add. Sorry. Git add. So I've got to add the changes to version control. Yep. We'll git status. Now it's green. My mistake. See, I made that, and then again, I'll try again. Git commit. Forgot about skateboarding. There we are. So it's So that's the workflow. Add, commit, and now I'll show you the git log. So you can see that here we are. Here's the log. It's a horrible hash, but you can see the first commit that I did is initial commit, and the second one is that I forgot about skateboarding. So that's there. They're both saved. So I can go back to before I put in skateboarding. So I can see a version of the file before then, which is great. So now what we need to do is I'm going to firstly ignore my R&B music, and we will go to GitHub, because now I want to push this to the cloud. So here I am. I'm going to create a new repository, and I'm going to say my things. Okay, and I'm going to create this repository. There we are. I'm going to grab this guy. Okay, and I'm going to create what's called a remote. So I'm going to go git remote add. I'm going to call this origin, and I'm going to put in the location. So it's going to say to git, hey, I'm going to have this thing called origin, and it's going to be sitting there. Okay, and we can check that as well. Oh, whoops. git remote, sorry, drop the S, git remote V, and you can see there we are, that I've set it up. I've told Git, okay, I'm going to push it to the cloud, and that's where the location in the cloud that I want in my repo. And then it's just a git push origin, and the default branch that we're on for Git is always master. So git push origin master. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Cool, okay. So then if we refresh this, there we are. We can see that my file is now in my repository on GitHub. And that's the latest version. But I should be able to see, if I go back, that there are 2 commits, and the initial commit is what the file looks like initially with basketball and surfing. And the next one is that I forgot about skateboarding. Okay? So that's a way of pausing the different states of play at different times and going back. And that's the whole workflow, okay? So any questions, let me know, but hopefully that's a good intro for you guys.